Yeah, if you haven't pieced this together, we mentioned Pat Ferschweiler's Western Michigan Broncos for a reason. That's exactly where he's headed. He's coming to the NCHC, like you said, a little bit closer to home. At least a lot of conference games closer to home for sure. Yeah, and just a lot of fallout. You know, the thing that really stinks before we go any further is Vermont. Like they're building Gutterson Fieldhouse, such a storied program history. Some really great players to come out of there. You know, Marty St. Louis, a great example of a catamount that was there. Just a lot of moving parts that's just tough for that program because some of those programs that have that storied history have really struggled to kind of retain some of that, some of those players in general. And now you go through something like this. It's tough, I think, on that side for that program. So just kind of wishing them the best as they navigate through whatever it is they're going through. But yeah, this is the casualty that you'll see. Alex Bump, of course, former Prior Lake product, a great high school standout in the state of Minnesota. Spent the last couple of years in the USHL with Omaha and Tri City. Pretty much a point per game player, although both those teams not exactly lighting up the world, so to speak. Tri City was okay as they made the playoffs, of course, but um, yeah, it's exciting to see local homegrown talent, Minnesota talent, come back closer to home. I think the NCHC will be a much better fit for him. Now, the question mark is how quickly can he really assimilate into that program? I think when you're going from Vermont to the NCHC, I mean, 6'0", almost 200 pounds for him. Not exactly small, but not exactly the biggest guy in the world either. So you wonder how that's going to translate for the November 2003